Happy Friday, Roundshot Ranchers. I hope everybody had a wonderful week. It was a quiet week here, which is a good week. The one thing that is happening, though, is that obviously they have their fly masks off. And that is because the weather has gotten cooler here. And that means that the ticks are trying to find someplace nice and warm to hide or latch onto, as the case may be. And I just got a tick off of Louie. I check them every day. And he had a tick on him that I got off. Abby hasn't had any yet. Roni has had 2. And Charlie, I got 1 off of the other yesterday. So we had been giving them Aquaspot, and Louie ended up, actually Louie and Roni ended up getting blotches, almost like they were having an allergic reaction to the Aquaspot. And every spot that I put the treatment on. So we started them on the flowers that Dr. Lauren suggested. They're essentially dandelion petals. At least that's what they look like. The name is escaping me right now. But anyway, it's supposed to help with allergic reactions to stuff too. So this weekend I'm probably going to go ahead and try putting on another application of the Aquaspot to help with the ticks. They are all vaccinated with the exception of Abe for Lyme disease. Abe already has Lyme disease, so there's really no point in vaccinating him, but everybody else is vaccinated. So I'm not as worried. I don't want to tempt it though. So we are going to go ahead and try the Aquaspot this weekend to put it on. Hopefully Louie won't have an allergic reaction or get the blotches or whatever the heck is going on with him. So we'll just have to wait and see on that. Abe decided to scurry away. Normally what they do is they go out on the back pasture. Louie and Charlie are taking a quick nap in the sun while it's still out. That's their thing now after dinner. They take a quick 10-15 minute nap and then they go out back with everybody else. But other than that, Louie is doing pretty well. His neurological symptoms have plateaued. They're not getting any worse. They're just a little bit, which, you know, for him is a good thing. Usually by this time of year, he's pretty bad, and he's not able to go backwards at all. He's able to go forwards, backwards, sideways. He's able to jostle with Abe. They had a little jousting match yesterday, where it's just essentially Louie antagonizing Abe and biting him. Abe was just standing there, and he took it for a little while, and then it was like, oh boy, it's on now. So they were going back and forth, which is good for Louie, because that means that his personality is still intact, and when he's not feeling well, he's pretty logy and doesn't really want to interact with anybody. So a little bit of spitfire in him is actually a good thing. So we're doing well with that, being that it's almost, mid-October. So we'll hopefully that will continue on. It has gotten in the 30s at night, so that's usually when he starts not feeling so well. So we'll see. It's supposed to warm up a little bit and then cool back down. So we'll see how that fluctuation in the weather also, he deals with that. He doesn't deal with that change very well either. But hopefully everything that he's on right now will help him keep feeling good. That's the goal. But he's keeping his weight, and that's really what I care about. You know, the neurological things we can deal with, you know, as long as he doesn't get too bad that he's hurting himself. But oh, it's hard to see with him being backlit. Hold on, buddy. But no, he looks wonderful going into the winter. I've said it a couple times, but he's not losing a pound, so that's a good thing. Right, buddy boy? Let's go see if we can catch up with Abby. Might already be out back. He's usually the first one out. And nope. He's hanging out with Roni. They're about to go back, but so Abe is doing pretty good. He actually ran up today for dinner. They were out on the third pasture when I called him in, and he trotted in, and he didn't sound that bad coming in, which is a good thing. The fact that he wants to trot in the first place is a beautiful thing. When he's not feeling well, he's just like anybody else. He's pretty logy. But no, he had a nice little pace to him, and he was trotting in, first one in, and he was huffing and puffing a little bit, but that's also due to the fact that he's out of shape. And more than it has to do with his breathing. So I was very happy that he was able to trot in and sounded pretty good for him. He still sounds horrible laying down. I don't like it when he sounds that bad. I do know part of it is because of his weight. It is just awfully hard to keep weight off of him. I have to come up with a game plan for next year. The winter is going to be the opportunity where we can try and get some weight off of him. But my gut is saying that a grazing muzzle is not going to work with him. We've tried really hard to get him to where he is right now, and I think we'd have one shot with the grazing muzzle, and then he's not going to let us put it on again. So, and I'm not fighting with him. He's already he is a strong boy. So yeah, so we'll have to come up with something that's going to work with him or for him. You know, the grain that he gets, he literally gets a little scoop of grain just so that I can get his medication in him. Other than that, what you see is him totally on grass and the little bit of hay that I'm giving them right now too, because the grass is obviously not growing and is a lot shorter. So I started haying them. They get it like once every couple of days. Actually, it's more like once a week because they're just nibbling on it. It's just something for them to nibble on if they're standing in the barn, which, you know, 90% of the day they're not even in the barn. They're out on pasture because it's not that hot, and there's not many flies. So this is their weather. This is the perfect weather for them. But other than that, I am seeing some changes with his nose. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's an allergy or I have no clue what it is, but it's, how do I explain this? It's like if you have really dry skin and it cracks and starts to bleed. That's what he's got going on his nose. And it's inside his nose. Like, I don't know if you guys are going to be able to see it, but it is his right nostril is worse. Abby, are you going to show? Probably not. What do you think, buddy? No, it's going to be impossible. It's right inside. It's inside his nose, on the inside portion of his nostril, meaning the one that's towards the middle of his head, not to his eye side. It's from his nasal cavity side. Like I said, the one on the right side is much worse. He just has a little one on the left side, and he has something. Even Dr. Lauren noticed it the last time that she was here. It's almost like a cold sore, or I'm not even sure how to explain it. But he's got Ebers. Yeah, he's got like little, it's almost like where his wrinkles are. That's where the soreness is. But that's what I'm talking about with his nose. Thanks, buddy. Hopefully this will help Dr. Lauren too. Extreme close-up. But that's what's going on with his nose that we got to figure out. I took some pictures for Dr. Lauren too. So that she can hopefully take a look at it. See, on this side, it's just, he's not going to let me do it. It was just like just a line versus the mess that's on his right side. But as you can see, he's walking pretty well. He definitely is not as stiff as he was previously. He is on some immune biome stuff. He's on, what is he on? He's on spine and nerve right now. So, pretty sure that's helping him. And, oh, everybody's going back. I've got a parade behind me. So I'm glad that he's not as stiff as he was, and that has seemed to kicked in. So we'll keep him on that. And other thing that is going on is the reports that I'm getting from my acquaintance who is down south. As you know, we did send a shipment, one to Florida and then one over to North Carolina. Because of Milton, my acquaintance who was in Florida transported some horses that were on his family's property. They weren't even his. The family horses were already evacuated. But with Helene, it brought 8 horses that they don't know who they belong to. They moved those guys out to Kentucky. And so they were safe. And then my acquaintance evacuated to North Carolina to help over there. And the report, he's over in the Bat Cave area of North Carolina. Excuse me, I'm really not very familiar with North Carolina at all, other than the large, knowing the large cities. But he was over in Bat Cave, North Carolina, which my understanding is up in the mountains. And he said that it's pretty bad there. There's still people up on the mountains that people have not heard from. A lot of them have mini hobby farms with horses and other animals, goats and sheep, and people haven't heard from them, and they have been trying to evacuate people off the mountain. There was one group of 20 people that they were able to get to, but as you can imagine, the roads are blocked and it's very difficult to get up there, and it takes a lot of time and it's dangerous. So I'm waiting for another update from him. The self-service obviously is very bad over there, so it's hit or miss. I do know that he does plan to come back up this way, back home this weekend, and then head back down early next weekend. Not sure if we're going to have the opportunity to get together another truckload, because that's an awfully fast turnaround, because I haven't gotten really a list of what is actually needed. He's going to provide that probably once he's back in town and he has self-service. Right, buddy? So that's the other thing that is going on, is just still trying to figure out a way to help. And in that regard, we're also working on a better quarantine area. Mulling around ideas on how to keep the new arrivals. We don't have any new arrivals. Let me preface this whole conversation. We don't have any new arrivals coming in at this moment, but in the future, we have to prepare for that. And with everything that's going on with the transmittable contagious diseases, I'm not real comfortable having horses around, specifically Abe and Louie. Louie obviously is compromised. Abe is showing signs that he's compromised. Whatever's going on with his nose could be an immune system response, that something's going on. So all of those things, I don't want to put them in danger. So I'm trying to figure out ways to come up with an area that is separate from them, where they're not even going to be in the same pasture. I have bounced some ideas around in my head, and I'm hoping that they will work out. But you know what they say about the best laid plans. So we'll have to see. I will keep you guys updated when I have more concrete thoughts or plans or feedback on how we're actually going to do this. But for now, we're happy with how Abe and Louie are doing. They're healthy, they're happy, and they're looking good going into winter. So I really can't ask for very much more. I did give Abe his allergy shot this week. Tuesday. Sorry, I'm getting my days confused. Tuesday. I gave it to him on Tuesday, and he's still a stinker about it. So did it on one side and then did it on the other side, and we got it done. But he is not a fan of that. So, but he's still getting his shots. So, hopefully that will continue to, keep his breathing as good as it's going to be. And that's really it for this week. We don't have much going on this upcoming week either. There's really a couple of people might come for a visit. If you guys are so inclined and would like to visit, just reach out, and we can set up a time. Obviously, it's a little more difficult now because it's getting so dark so early, but I'm open on weekends, and if you guys are interested in coming and seeing for a one-on-one visit, just let me know. I'm more than happy to accommodate. Other than that, that's it for this week, guys. I hope everybody has a great weekend and is able to enjoy some of the fall foliage, because it is it's starting to turn here and it looks really nice. So everybody have a great week. We'll talk next week. Be well, Roan Chair Ranchers.